Expert Strategies with Joe Welu. And Joe, you've got some important considerations.
Yes, I want to talk about three important considerations that you have to think through before selecting a technology partner, a tech company, or digital transformation partner. And before I get to those three things, I want to talk about why that's so darn important. And the reason is there's been so much capital invested in technology projects, software technology products that has failed to deliver on the business outcomes and ROI that companies intended to get, right? And so why is that? Why is there such a gap? And you can talk to really any large company, mid-sized company that's bought technology, and almost all of them have had an experience where they failed to get the outcomes they were expecting. And so we started going into reasons why, okay? Number one, we realized that one critical component is industry-specific functionality and purpose-built technology for the industry. And so we feel that we're in this second wave of enterprise technology. The first wave was really very broad, horizontal solutions that needed a ton of configuration and a lot of IT resources and development resources to get it to do the things you need it to do. Well, today, purpose-built solutions, industry-specific or vertical-focused technology companies can deliver on your needs with a much higher degree of specificity. Therefore, it decreases your time to value, which improves your ROI right there, and it more completely, in most cases, will solve your business problem. So that's the part one. That's the first piece. The second piece is best practices and playbooks. So if you're focusing on industry-specific technology partners to where they have very deep domain expertise, and I'm not talking they have the resident expert that knows your space. I'm talking it's in their DNA, right? Like they understand your business. They understand your customer. So if they do, and they've worked with a lot of other companies that have those same challenges and same types of needs, then they're going to have some frameworks and some best practices to start with. So you don't have to go through and make decisions on every single tiny scenario, every integration you're going to do. They're going to come with a blueprint of some kind, and that can be tremendously important to delivering value. The third thing is the execution. And what we mean when we say execution is the actual people behind the project, the people behind the technology that are in charge of the implementation, the deployment, and then any iterations that have to happen, right? So the team connected to you after you sign the contract with the technology provider is going to be extremely critical. In fact, if I had to pick one thing out of our company that I think makes a difference in the ROI our customers get is the ability of our delivery team, our services and success team to make sure that we are working hand in hand with the customer after that initial implementation to make sure we're hitting their most important business objectives. We know business outcomes change, and the way that you need to execute might need to be tweaked, and most likely will need to be tweaked and adjusted. And so do you have to go hire a new services company to help course correct or help do an iteration or another integration, or do you have a long-term partner? So that execution. Those are the three things. So industry-specific technology and innovation, best practices and playbooks, and then the team behind it, which leads to the execution, will tremendously impact your ability to drive the business outcomes that you need and ultimately get a huge ROI and make you or your team heroes in your organization for that tech project.